A lot of Mexicans are racist and colorist. Let's take for example Yaritza y su esencia. Some Mexicans are referring to them as Che Indio, bro looks like he just got out of the Guatemalan jungle. Por lo menos se hubieran esperado que pasara la polémica con los cara de artesanía oaxaqueña, la carita de azteca que tiene, porque le hacen por la tizoc si yo soy igual de mexichango y soy igual que él, prietos los tipos y delicados.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Gunter and God. I'm back with another video. If y'all like to be a part of the community, please join our Reddit, please join the Discord. It'll be a link down in the description below. Now, I literally just exposed the Hispanic community yesterday about their inherent racist culture towards Black people. And now, today when I wake up, I see a teacher basically slapping the hell out of a Hispanic student for calling him the N-word. Now, it seems like this is something that I'm probably going to be covering every other day now, basically just exposing the Hispanic community for their inherent racist culture. I mean, these people literally come from South and Central America looking down on dark skinned and Black people. This is just a part of who they are. And these people are fleeing over here, you know, coming from the third world country and bringing all their racist rhetoric and all their racist ideologies. And these people are really feeling comfortable enough to walk up to grown adults and just call them the N-word, acting like they won't get slapped the hell out. Because, I mean, this younger Black generation, I'll say they're a little more docile. They don't have the full understanding and see how these Hispanics are being blatantly racist to their faces by calling them the N-word. So, you know, I really don't expect them, you know, to really do too much. But if these Hispanics are going to be going up to older Black men and, you know, calling them the N-word and expecting it not to be a reaction or any type of repercussions, then they're absolutely crazy. And these Hispanics are obviously just getting bolder and bolder every day. That's exactly why, you know, I'm definitely on the side of this teacher right here. His name is Raekwon Smith, and he's a 27-year-old, and it looks like he substituted in a district or whatnot. So, you know, this was an educated Black man, but unfortunately, it looks like he possibly lost his job in this district because, you know, he did retaliate against his racist Hispanic, which should be charged with a hate crime, because first you disrespect them and call them a racial slur, and then, you know, you're actually physically putting hands on them as well. So I think that this student should be charged as an adult and, you know, hopefully be deported back where the hell he came from. And, you know, definitely be charged with a hate crime. Because there's no way, you know, if this was a white person, you know, this would be all over the headlines. Oh, a white person called a Black person an N-word. You know, everybody be crying about it. But people don't realize that these Hispanics are no different from Europeans. They're literally Spaniards. And as I pointed out in the video yesterday, most of these Hispanics do not identify with their native heritage.
We don't like indigenous people. We think of indigenous people as inferior. So that's why when we want to insult each other, we say pinches Oaxaquitas. Dude, that crushed me so bad when I learned how hateful we are towards our indigenous root. So let me ask you a question. How does it make you feel knowing that Mexicans outside of Oaxaca who don't want to identify as indigenous and claim they're European, and then when they want to insult another Mexican in a sense to call them inferior, they call them Oaxaquitas? How does that make you feel, honestly?
I wasn't aware, honestly, but it makes me feel more proud that I'm from Oaxaca. It makes me feel proud, honestly, that you use my state as a slur, but I'm like kind of proud you acknowledge that, like, we're indigenous.
You want to know why you're proud? Because you are proud to be indigenous. And to you it's like, how is that a slur? But you see, I'm not sure how aware you are, but a lot of Mexican people do not claim to be indigenous. They do not want to be. They don't want to claim it. They don't want to acknowledge it. They could look in the mirror and look just like you and I, and they'll still say, oh, I'm from Spain. Soy de España, right? So when you call them, you know, a pinche indio, a pinche Oaxaquita, that's the worst you could say, because you are calling them, you identify them as what they've been taught to be ashamed of.
They literally have racist ideologies within their own culture of certain names that they call each other to further distance themselves from their native culture. And, you know, if you have these lighter skinned Hispanics, you know, they're definitely racist towards dark skinned and towards Black people. You know, these people lie all the time, talk about how they're raised, you know, around black people, how they're a part of the culture. You know, they try to smile in your face, you know, try to act all friendly. But these people, deep down inside, they do not like black people. They do not like dark-skinned people whatsoever. This is just a part of their demonic spirit. You know, these people are no different from these white supremacists that we always complain about over here in America. You know, these people are no different from the KKK, all these Klansmen. These people are the exact same people, so do not get it confused. You know, the slave trade in South and Central America was way more bigger and way more crucial than what it was over here in America. So don't ever let them get you confused. Don't ever let them, you know, try to say that, you know, they're not like the white man or whatnot, because these people, they're no different whatsoever. And for all the slow people in the room, this isn't the first time that these racist Hispanics have been calling teachers the N-word. You know, this has happened plenty of times before, over and over again. And if I was a teacher, you know, definitely would have been fired, because I would be whooping all these Hispanic kids' asses. You know, I would be on the news every single damn day. Like, these Hispanics just need their ass whooped. They need to be taught some discipline. They need to be taught some type of morals and respect within their life, because obviously they're not learning it at home.
Come on, bro. Yeah, walk back.
Watch the tense moments just before a brawl breaks out between a teacher and pupil.
Bro, did you really say that, bro?
This 14-year-old repeatedly calling his African-American teacher a racial slur.
Bro, send it to, bro. We're right here, bro. Everybody's watching. What's up?
Hurling a basketball at the teacher. According to students, the confrontation sparked by an alleged dress code violation.
You ain't telling me.
After asking the student to leave the class, the teacher, Marston Riley, eventually snaps.
I'm telling you, right?
The video shows the substitute teacher exchanging words with the student before grabbing and slamming him on the ground as other students watched in disbelief. The teacher then forces the student out of the classroom. According to the West Contra Costa Unified School District, prior to the incident, the student had made a racial slur.
But I pray that Mr. Smith, you know, Raekwon Smith, you know, does actually somehow come on top above the situation, and, you know, they can actually look at this as a hate crime and, you know, see that this teacher was justified in beating this student's ass, because the student had no reason to go around being hateful, going around being extremely racist towards black people. I mean, we need to come up with some type of bill, just like we had this Asian hate crime, just like we have, you know, anti-Semitism. You know, we should not be allowing these immigrants to come over here and just be blatantly racist towards the black American community. I mean, this mess is out of line. This mess is completely out of line. And, you know, this student did end up in a hospital. Both of them, it seemed like in the reports that both of them ended up getting arrested, which I'm definitely glad that this, you know, immigrant, this Hispanic, you know, did get arrested. But, you know, hopefully, just like I said, hopefully, you know, they can deport his ass, because he doesn't belong in this country, you know, if he's going to go around speaking his hate speech like he is. You know, he definitely needs to go back to his third world country and take his hateful ideologies back home with him.
Do you ever experience racistness from your Hispanic side?
Yes.
I want to hear about that. Can we get an example?
I probably experience more prejudice. I wouldn't call it racist. I call it prejudice, because it's just, you know, negative views, hateful people, you know, spewing their negativity. I would say that it comes a lot from the Latino community and a lot from Mexicano people, and I'm pained by that, because it's like, oh my God, like, how could you be so ignorant, you know?
Now, this student ended up in a hospital exactly where he belongs, and I hope they also expel him from the school as well, because obviously the student has some type of hate for the black community. And, you know, we shouldn't be taking this light-handed. We shouldn't be taking this as, oh, you know, this is just the way that these people talk. And, you know, they literally try to make excuses about how they hear this in music, how they hear this in their favorite songs, and how they hear this in entertainment or whatnot. That's no excuse to go around and be blatantly disrespectful towards people. I mean, like, they don't talk like this in front of white people. You know, like, and you would think, since that this is a teacher, that there would be some type of, you know, like authority above him, or some type of like professionalism that you would, you know, show this man. But this just shows you that they have no respect towards the black community whatsoever, because they're not going around, you know, white folks, you know, calling them the N-word. They're not going around, you know, teachers, you know, white teachers or white bosses calling them the N-word. But for some reason, they feel comfortable enough to go around their black counterparts and, you know, call them the N-word. For some reason, they just feel so comfortable to be blatantly racist towards our faces. But, you know, we definitely shouldn't accept this within our society. We need to get some bills passed to, you know, make sure that these people are getting deported and being charged with hate crimes, because this is insane. And it just seems like, you know, I'm going to have to be regularly reporting and exposing the Hispanic community for their racist ideologies. Because as they flee over here and, you know, as they keep on immigrating over here, you know, these people are going to start to get in positions of power within a workplace, within, you know, schools, within the government. And we need to be aware of these Hispanic communities, because in the long term, it is going to have effect on Black Americans here in America. But please let me know how y'all feel about the situation right here. Was this teacher justified in whipping his student's ass for calling him these racial slurs? Or do you think that Hispanics should just walk around and be free to call Black people the N-word without any type of repercussions, without any consequences? And if y'all do agree to that, then, you know, would y'all say the same thing about the Asian and the Jewish community as well? Please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts. And once again, if y'all would like to be a part of the community, please join the Reddit, please join the Discord. It'll be a link down in the description below, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.